Over in the pages of Marvel Comics' X-Men suite of titles, the publisher's massive Krakoa era is finally winding down. This change in publishing has led to several key storylines resurfacing over in the X-Men titles, including the landmark Sins of Sinister story. With all the clones of Nathaniel Essex scheming in the background, it's time to see how Kieron Gillen and Juan Jose Ryp are set to close out Immortal X-Men with issue 18. My name is Arako Braddock, and today, let's go ahead and explore the finale over for Immortal X-Men. But before we get deeper into the video, I want to encourage you to consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the like button over on our video. Forever changes. Being immortal means nothing when you've run out of time. There's no future, there's no past, there's no way out. Final issue. Immortal X-Men issue 18 is still written over from Kieron Gillen, featuring art from Juan Jose Ryp. We have colors from David Curiel, letters from VC's Clayton Cowles, design from Tom Muller and Jay Bowen. In addition, we have a gorgeous cover coming in over from Mark Brooks. Really love how Mark Brooks takes the opportunity to accentuate just how horrific Mother Righteous is. Really appreciate how Righteous has really been the springboard for so many interesting X-Men stories and serves as the narrator for the excellent Immortal X-Men 18. And before we get deeper into the video, want to shout out Adventures in Poor Taste for posting our preview and explore the really fascinating preview pages coming in from artist Juan Jose Ryp. I thought that throughout Immortal X-Men 18, there were so many great facial expressions and just really tense moments of dialogue between all these disparate characters. This issue is so far into the Krakoa era that having an artist who's able to capture some of the darker and grittier aspects of characters like Mother Righteous and Jean Grey definitely kicked this issue off on the right foot for me. I think these preview pages in the first plot thread, we open the issue up with Mother Righteous directing Jean Grey towards the center of the white hot room is absolutely fascinating and just does a phenomenal job building up all the intrigue in this particular issue. This final arc of Immortal X-Men has felt a lot more horror-inspired than I would have thought over in the first place. And I think this storyline where Mother Righteous is directing this Jean Grey, who's not in the right frame of mind, towards a mysterious location is just so incredibly harrowing. I also absolutely love the way that author Kieron Gillen is able to write some of the narration over for Mother Righteous across this particular issue. I feel like there's so many interesting lines and a reference towards a cow that's just incredible to behold over on the page here. Another key element of Immortal X-Men that I found to be really enthralling was the counterbalance to Mother Righteous and Jean Grey, over with Destiny, Exodus, and Hope. Over in the last issue of Immortal X-Men, there was a massive blow that was dealt over to Destiny. So really watching our team try and come together and thwart some of Mother Righteous's plans was, I would say, the driving force over in the issue. In some of these subsequent pages, we get the full scope of what Mother Righteous intends and why she brought some of these X-Men to the White Hot Room over in the first place of this series as well. I think Immortal X-Men 18 has just done a phenomenal job balancing this fascinating subplot over with Xavier and Sinister introduced in the last couple of issues of the series as well. The way that this storyline really confidently re-explores several aspects of Dominion and explores the Sinisters in a different context than the lead story does with Mother Righteous really makes this issue of X-Men feel so complete and cyclical in nature. To me, it feels like Kieron Gillen is really thinking about these plot dynamics and character interactions before he even sits down to script an issue here. I think some of the final pages introducing Mother Righteous to the center of the White Hot Room and really showing the full scope of what she has planned over for the Marvel Universe is really horrifying. I love all the different plot twists and how Kieron Gillen and some of the other writers in the X-Men line just continue to throw curveball after curveball in regards to Mother Righteous. Another one of my favorite parts about this particular chapter in Immortal X-Men is just that fantastic text piece over in the issue titled Mother Righteous's Happily Ever After. Really seeing the scope of what Mother Righteous intends is fascinating, and I think this particular text piece also draws a really interesting mirror or comparison to how Sins of Sinister went ahead and wind down over in that main series as well. So at the end of the day, I think Immortal X-Men issue 18 is a phenomenal chapter of the series that does such a great job balancing the intense and dramatic conflicts over in Immortal X-Men. Plus, I think this issue does a great job re-exploring all these sinister ideas and different concepts and even deepening it for the next slate of comic book titles. I am so interested in where Jean Grey and Mother Righteous end up over in this final issue. I can't wait to see where Destiny is set to resurface next and if she's going to have any additional character interactions with Mystique. I also think this arc has just done a phenomenal job working with the location of the White Hot Room and lending it towards even more mysteries over in the main X-Men comic book. At this stage, I am so excited to see what's next in X-Men Forever, and I really want to encourage all the X-Men writers to continue to utilize characters like Mother Righteous in order to lend the X-Men towards as many fascinating and harrowing scenarios as possible. I want to know from you, what were some of your thoughts on Immortal X-Men issue 18? Did you like this issue as much as I did? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for coming to check out our video review, and we'll be back to check out Fall of the House of X and Rise of the Powers of 10 in the very near future. Thanks so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.